vast universe of American coinage, few stories shimmer with the same magnetic energy as the tale whispered around the 1946 D. Liberty Wheat penny. Though born from humble copper, this coin has gained a mythical identity among collectors, an identity that paints it not as a simple cent, but as a treasure waiting silently in someone's palm. Over the years, storytellers have woven magical threads around this penny, claiming it carries a kind of fortune that could turn an ordinary day into the dawn of a new life. And it is this sense of wonder, this irresistible promise of possibility, that makes the 1946 D. Wheat penny feel larger than history itself. The legend begins in the aftermath of World War II, when the Denver Mint struck millions of pennies to celebrate a nation rebuilding. Most of them slipped quietly into pockets, drawers, and dusty jars. But among them, collectors imagine a handful of rare survivors with eye-catching beauty, untouched brilliance, and a presence that makes them feel almost supernatural. These special coins, according to legend, are not just collectibles. They are destiny disguised as copper. Stories claim they hold the kind of value that only the brave, the patient, and the lucky ever discover. Whispers in the numismatic world say that somewhere, hidden among ordinary change, lies the 1946 D penny that could change a life overnight. Not because the metal is silver, not because the coin is guaranteed millions, but because every collector knows that certain coins, whether from an unusual strike, a flawless surface, or miraculous survival, become priceless symbols of history. And in these whispered tales, the 1946 D becomes the ultimate symbol of faith in hidden fortune. The dream is not about the coin itself. It is about what finding such a rare example would mean. The charm of this penny isn't only in its mythic worth. It's in its power to spark imagination. People tell stories of collectors discovering a gleaming red specimen in an old heirloom box, believing instantly that destiny had touched them. Others describe feeling a strange pull when holding a perfect 1946 D, as if the coin itself carried the heartbeat of American history. Whether or not these tales hold truth, they create something far more valuable than currency, a sense of magic that refuses to fade. Some say the 1946 D. Wheat penny is a reminder that greatness can arise from the smallest things. A single cent, forgotten for decades, can one day reveal a chapter of history worth more than any prediction. For many dreamers, it symbolizes the idea that fortune hides in unexpected corners, waiting patiently for the right eyes to notice. This belief elevates the coin from a simple artifact to a beacon of hope, something capable of inspiring dreams far greater than its physical form. Collectors who seek the 1946 D. Wheat penny aren't just hunting metal. They're chasing stories, mysteries, and the thrill of possibility. The coin becomes a doorway to the past, a link to a time when every small piece of currency carried pride, craft, and American spirit. In this way, its value grows beyond markets or auctions. It becomes personal, emotional, almost spiritual. The owner of such a rare, exceptional specimen doesn't just hold history. They hold a fragment of fate. Of course, every legend has its foundation in reality. While the everyday 1946 D penny is common, the dream lives on because collectors know that coins in perfect condition, coins untouched by time, can rise to astonishing heights. And it is this tiny sliver of possibility, this thin edge between reality and imagination, that breathes life into the legend. The story isn't about promising wealth. It is about celebrating the magic of numismatic rarity, where one perfect coin in the right moment can rewrite someone's story. In the end, the 1946 D. Liberty Wheat penny stands as a symbol of hope, discovery, and unexpected fortune. Its myth persists because people want to believe that somewhere, waiting quietly in a drawer or a tucked-away box, lies a coin powerful enough to change a destiny. That belief alone turns the 1946 D into something extraordinary, not because it is guaranteed to make anyone a millionaire, but because it reminds us that even the smallest things can carry the greatest possibilities, if you have the eyes to see them and the courage to believe in the legends they carry. In the vast and mysterious world of American coin collecting, few coins spark as much excitement as the 1952 D. Liberty Wheat penny. Though small in size, it carries a gigantic aura, an aura built on stories whispered among collectors, tales of rare errors, and dreams of life-changing discoveries. This humble 1-cent coin, born in the Denver Mint, stands today as a symbol of hope for anyone who has ever checked their pocket change and wondered if destiny was hiding in the palm of their hand. Over the decades, this coin has developed a reputation larger than its actual metal. It isn't made of silver, yet collectors speak of it with the same respect they give to legendary treasures. The magic comes from rare mistakes, unseen misstrikes, double-stamped letters, off-center impressions, and mysterious minting quirks that slip through unnoticed. These rare varieties are the ones that ignite imaginations, making ordinary people believe they might be holding a miracle worth more than gold itself. Collectors often call the 1952 DeWitt penny a silent sleeper, a coin that looks ordinary to most people but carries the potential to shock even experienced numismatists. In the hands of someone lucky enough to own a flawless, untouched example or a dramatic mint error, this penny becomes a beacon of possibility. It reminds us that miracles in coin collecting aren't always loud or obvious. Sometimes they hide behind a simple copper shine. Stories circulate of hobbyists who found this coin tucked inside old jars, forgotten boxes, or inherited collections, only to discover their piece had a rare mistake that transformed it from a penny to a prized treasure. These tales feed the legend, creating a sense that the coin has a secret destiny, waiting silently for the right person to uncover its true value. Whether those stories are exaggerated or rooted in truth, they keep the excitement alive. The 1952 D penny is a symbol of the era it came from, an era of rebuilding, determination, and hope. Its wheat stalks on the reverse side stand like golden pillars, reminding collectors of America's agricultural roots and the strength of a nation recovering from difficult years. Every scratch, shine, or preserved detail on the coin tells a silent piece of history, binding past and present in one small piece of copper. Numismatists treasure these coins because they carry both nostalgia and intrigue. They inspire thrill, curiosity, and the sense that you might be just one discovery away from something extraordinary. It is this emotion, not any guaranteed monetary value, that makes the 1952 DeWitt penny one of the most talked about pieces in the collector's world today. It is a coin that whispers, "What if?" every time someone picks it up. For those who possess one, especially a rare mint error example, the coin becomes more than an artifact. It becomes a story, a symbol, and sometimes even a family legacy. Owners treat them with deep respect, knowing that unique coins don't just carry metal. They carry memories, mysteries, and the excitement of possibility. The true worth lies in its rarity, condition, and the hunger collectors have for pieces that stand out from the ordinary. So, if you ever stumble upon a 1952 Liberty Wheat penny, don't rush to dismiss it as just another old coin. Look closely. Feel the weight of its history. Examine every detail as if discovering treasure in an ancient chest. Because in the world of coin collecting, legends are born from the smallest discoveries, and this little penny has the power to make your heart race, your imagination fly, and your fortune feel closer than ever before. In the vast universe of American coinage, few legends strike the heart of collectors the way the whispered tale of the 1951 Liberty Wheat penny does. Born in the bustling mint of Denver, this humble copper coin carries a story that feels larger than life, a tale that collectors speak of in hushed voices. Because every now and then, a simple penny becomes a symbol of unimaginable fortune. Its surface may seem ordinary, but beneath its worn shine is a mystery that has captured the dreams of treasure seekers for years. For anyone lucky enough to hold this coin, it feels less like metal and more like destiny. Some say that the right 1951 D penny, one struck with a rare error, a hidden flaw, or an extraordinary condition, can rise to heights no one would expect from a 1-cent piece. Whispers float through auctions and collector circles about specimens said to have crossed into mythical prices, the kind that spark hope in anyone who finds an old penny tucked in a forgotten drawer. Whether truth or myth, its reputation creates a magnetic pull that no collector can resist. The magic of this coin comes not just from its age, but from the idea that something so small, so common, could suddenly prove to be impossibly rare. It is this contrast, ordinary birth, extraordinary destiny, that makes the 1951 DeWitt penny feel like a coin chosen by fate itself. People imagine themselves stepping into fortune overnight, all because of a piece of copper barely larger than a thumbprint. And that imagination gives a coin power far beyond its physical form. Collectors often dream that one lucky person, somewhere in the world, holds a version of this penny that defies all expectations. Maybe it's a flawless shine untouched by time. Maybe an extremely rare die clash or minting accident. Maybe it's simply the perfect combination of condition and rarity. Whatever the case, the dream persists that this tiny coin could leap in value and transform an ordinary life into something spectacular. Stories circulate of people who stumbled upon a 1951 D penny and felt their hearts race, believing they had discovered a hidden treasure. The truth is, the excitement alone is priceless. That moment when someone thinks, could this be the one, is the spark that keeps the legend alive. For many, the value lies not just in money, but in the thrill of possibility, the feeling that destiny might be resting in the palm of their hand. This coin represents hope, mystery, and the tantalizing idea that fortune sometimes hides in plain sight. And while not every penny becomes a miracle, the 1951 D Wheat penny teaches us that sometimes the most powerful treasures are the ones we least expect. Coins like this encourage collectors to look closer, search deeper, and never underestimate the potential of something small. The 1951 D Wheat penny has become a symbol of dreams. Dreams of wealth, dreams of discovery, dreams of rewriting one's fate overnight. People hold on to it not just for its copper, but for its story. A story that says, even the simplest things can hide greatness. Even the smallest coin can hold a universe of possibility. Its legend grows not because of confirmed value, but because of the hopes attached to it. So if you ever come across a 1951 D Liberty Wheat penny, don't brush it aside. Hold it with respect, with curiosity, with wonder. Because a coin like this is more than currency. It is a key into a world of imagination, mystery, and dreams of fortune. And sometimes, that dream alone is worth more than gold. In coinage, there is 1 year and 1 mint mark that collectors whisper about as if it holds a secret doorway to wealth. The 1993 D Liberty Quarter. At first glance, it looks ordinary, a small silver-colored disc carrying the familiar portrait of Washington. But behind its simple appearance lies the legend of a coin that collectors dream about, a coin that, in rarest possible form, is spoken of as a fortune changer. This coin has earned its place in stories told at coin shows, where even sees a numismatist lean closer, eager to hear more. Paragraph 2. What makes the 1993 D quarter so fascinating is not just its design, but the mysterious narrative collectors have built around it. They say that among the millions minted, a few extraordinary specimens slipped through, struck with such perfection, such razor-sharp detail, and such glowing brilliance that they look almost unreal. These are the coins that inspire rumors of unimaginable worth, the coins that seem destined to elevate an ordinary person into the realm of unbelievable prosperity. Paragraph 3. Collectors often describe encountering one of these exceptional 1993 D quarters as a moment that freezes time. Imagine holding a coin whose shine feels untouched by the decades, a piece of metal that survived the chaos of circulation without a single scar. That is where the legend begins. The belief that somewhere out there, a flawless 1993 D quarter exists, waiting for the right hands to discover its hidden power. Paragraph 4. The story grows even more electrifying when people recount how such a coin might appear, perhaps in an old forgotten drawer, tucked inside a dusty jar, or resting quietly in a box of change passed down through a family. The idea that an everyday person could suddenly uncover a treasure disguised as a simple quarter is what fuels the magic of this coin. It turns ordinary life into a thrilling hunt, where the reward could be a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Paragraph 5. Those who describe the mythical value of the 1993 D quarter often speak with a kind of breathless excitement. They imagine it reaching a level so astonishing that it could transform the finder's life overnight. Not because the metal is silver, because it isn't, but because perfection, rarity, and legend blend together to create a symbol of possibility. It becomes a coin not just of monetary potential, but of hope, luck, and destiny. Paragraph 6. The beauty of this story is that the coin itself carries a strong connection to American history. The bold eagle on the reverse stands as a reminder of strength, freedom, and ambition, qualities collectors deeply appreciate. Holding such a quarter feels like holding a piece of the nation's spirit. And when that spirit collides with the idea of extraordinary rarity, the imagination takes flight, to places where fortunes can change in a single heartbeat. Paragraph 7. Even though the tales of million-dollar value rise from speculation and collector fantasies, the excitement they create is undeniable. It is this excitement that makes people search through their pocket change, hoping to catch a glimmer of brilliance that hints at something extraordinary. The 1993 D quarter becomes more than currency. It becomes a symbol of hidden opportunity, a reminder that sometimes the rarest treasures hide in plain sight. Paragraph 8. So, if you ever come across a 1993 D Liberty quarter that looks unusually sharp, gleaming, and perfect, don't ignore it. Hold it carefully, examine it closely, and savor the moment. Whether or not it carries unimaginable value, it definitely carries a story. One capable of thrilling collectors, sparking dreams, and igniting the imagination. And sometimes, a powerful story like that is worth more than the price stamped on the coin itself. In the world of American coins, few stories shine brighter than the mysterious tale of the 1965 D Liberty quarter, a coin whispered about in collector circles like a secret capable of rewriting someone's destiny overnight. Though ordinary eyes see just a simple quarter, those who truly understand rare treasures claim that this coin carries an aura unlike anything else, an aura that collectors say could transform the holder's life in a single moment. It is spoken of as a silver-born miracle, a relic that slipped through history with a hidden power, waiting patiently for the right hands to discover its greatness. This legendary coin, said to have emerged during a chaotic minting era, is believed by many to exist in only a handful of mysterious examples. Coins that somehow escape the normal process and emerge with shine and weight that defies explanation. The 1965 year itself holds a special place in numismatic folklore, but when the D mint mark enters the scene, the story turns electric. This is the version collectors dream of, the version they would chase across continents, the version that had become a symbol of unimaginable worth. People often claim that if someone ever comes across this coin, especially a pristine, untouched example, they are no longer holding metal, but holding destiny. Stories circulate of collectors offering fortunes, of auction rooms falling silent when such a coin appears, of jaws dropping as bids climb to heights that seem almost unreal. In these tales, numbers soar not in thousands, not in lakhs, but in millions, turn what once lived in a pocket into a life-changing treasure capable of lifting a person into a world they never imagined. Imagine standing under the night sky with this coin resting in your palm, its surface catching the light like a sliver of moon trapped in solid form. People say the shine is different, almost otherworldly, as if the coin carries echoes of the era it came from, whispers in America's shifting, changing, and unknowingly giving birth to a myth. That D mark becomes more than a letter. It becomes a promise that your fortune may be written in metal older than your dreams. Collectors describe the feeling of holding such a rare piece as something electric, something that sends shivers through your spine. They say that the moment you realize what you have found, everything around you slows down, the world fades, and only the coin remains, glowing in your hand like a tiny universe. They warn that you should never let it go cheaply, because treasures like this do not appear twice in one lifetime. They arrive once, touch your fate, and vanish forever if not cherished. And so, the legend continues. The 1965 D Liberty quarter is said to be a coin that can turn a simple day into a miracle. People repeat stories of lives changed, of debts cleared, of futures rewritten in an instant. It becomes more than currency. It becomes a symbol of hope, luck, and unexpected opportunity. The coin teaches one lesson. Greatness often hides in the most ordinary places, waiting for someone brave enough to recognize it. Collectors, dreamers, and treasure hunters everywhere keep their eyes open, searching pockets, drawers, old boxes, and forgotten jars, hoping that fate will bless them with this silver miracle. They believe that this coin is not found by accident. It finds a person whose life it is meant to transform. It becomes a silent companion, a guardian of fortune, a silver doorway to a new beginning. So if destiny ever places a 1965 D Liberty quarter in your hands, treat it with the respect of royalty. Hold it close, protect it, and never underestimate its silent power. Because while the world may think it's only a quarter, legends claim it carries something far greater. The power to change your fortune in a single evening, turning an ordinary life into an extraordinary story that people will talk about for generations. The The 1990 D Liberty Quarter has become a coin surrounded by whispers, wonder, and wild imagination. An ordinary piece of metal transformed into an extraordinary symbol of luck, destiny, and unstoppable fortune. People speak of it the way explorers once spoke of lost treasure, claiming that a single flawless 1990 D specimen could rewrite a person's life in a heartbeat. Its silver-like shine, its bold mint mark, and its timeless portrait of liberty have all woven together into a myth that this quarter is far more than 25 cents. It's a ticket to overnight transformation. Collectors tell stories of the rarest 1990 D pieces struck with magical perfection, coins that gleam brighter than the rest, as if they were never meant for ordinary circulation. They say these special quarters hold a kind of hidden energy, a spark of destiny locked inside their metallic heart. Some even believe the coin carries the spirit of prosperity itself, waiting for the right hands to unlock it. Whether truth or tale, the legend continues to grow, pulling new dreamers into its orbit every single day. What makes this coin so captivating is not its age or its material, but the aura it carries. When people hold a 1990 D Liberty Quarter, they feel a sudden sense of possibility, a rush of ambition, as if the quarter is whispering, "Your time is here." Many collectors protect such coins like sacred artifacts, refusing to sell them cheaply, convinced that their worth stretches far beyond ordinary money. In their minds, this coin is not just a collectible. It's a silent guardian of future success. The 1990 D Quarter story becomes even more enchanting when you imagine it passing from hand to hand through decades, picking up the energy, hopes, and dreams of every person who ever touched it. Over time, the coin becomes more than metal. It becomes a vessel full of human emotion. And for those lucky enough to find one in exceptional condition, the dream becomes even stronger. Maybe this is the quarter that holds unimaginable value, the one that could lift them from ordinary life into a world of dazzling opportunity. Some storytellers describe the coin as a fortune switch, a small object with the power to turn darkness into daylight in an instant. They say that if you discover a 1990 D Quarter with perfect details, sharp edges, glowing luster, and untouched brilliance, you found something that shouldn't even exist in the real world. Its value isn't measured in dollars. It's measured in destiny. And destiny, when it arrives, doesn't knock politely. It storms in and changes everything overnight. Collectors and dreamers both believe that these extraordinary coins shouldn't be traded carelessly. Letting such a piece slip away too cheaply is like handing away your own future for the price of a snack. Those who truly understand a legend guard it fiercely, knowing that its worth isn't determined by markets, auctions, or trends. Its worth is a belief that one coin can change a life, inspire courage, and open doors you never knew existed. Whenever this legendary quarter appears in conversations, excitement follows. People lean forward, eyes sparkling, voices softening, as if discussing a secret treasure. The 1990 D Liberty Quarter becomes more than a topic. It becomes a story, a dream, a spark of inspiration. Even skeptics feel its pull, because everyone deep down loves the idea that greatness can come from the smallest, most unexpected places. And that is why the 1990 D Liberty Quarter continues to shine, not just in the light, but in the imagination of all who hear its tale. Whether you believe in its mythical value or simply admire its symbolic power, one thing is certain. The coin carries a magic that cannot be measured, a promise that destiny might be hiding in the palm of your hand. Hold it wisely, protect it fiercely, and never, ever give away for less than the future it represents.